Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Ross with Stammer AI, and today I'm going to be giving you a quick overview of some of the most common questions that we get about our platform, Stammer AI. We're going to go over some of the white label features, show what it looks like to you, as well what it looks like to your clients, go over some of the main core platform features, things like AI chat, AI voice, integrations with other chat applications like Instagram or Facebook Messenger, as well as review how you can integrate this into CRMs like Go High Level, and then review some of the billing, how Stammer is priced to you as an agency, and then how you can then price and sell these AI chat and voice agents to your clients. We're going to wrap it up with some information about support and then go over your recommended next steps, which include starting your free trial and getting all the white labeling set up so that way you can start selling these AI agents to your clients as quickly as possible. So without further ado, to get started, we're going to show what it looks like from the different sides of white labeling. So when you first get started and you log into the platform here, you're going to see all of Stammer's branding. And this is going to be what you and your agency and your team see when you first get started. Now, once you get your free trial started, you'll have access to the full suite of white labeling capabilities. And the way that you're going to engage or update the platform to be white labeled is if you go into the agency tab and then click over to the white label settings. Now, this is going to give you all of the options to customize the dashboard with your name, your logo, your custom domain, custom styling, like changing the images for the login and sign up pages, as well as the colors that the dashboard will be shown to your clients in, as well as integrating your Stripe and setting up your account notifications. Now, once you have your custom domain and your logos and your colors all set, then you're going to have the ability to log in to your white label version of the dashboard, which is going to be basically a carbon copy of the Stammer dashboard, but it's going to contain all of your own branding. Now, when you first get started, you're going to see the agency level view of the platform. Now, when you have a client, they're going to be able to only see their sub-account view. So you have the agency view and then the sub-account view. The sub-account view, as the agency owner, you control exactly what you want your clients to see and what you want them to be able to do. You have full control over their permissions. So when a client logs in, they're only going to see the things that are applicable to them. For example, with this example client, they're only going to be able to see the chat agents and then the API and nothing else. And that's because this sub-account for this client is set up in that way. If a client has more access or more permissions, they'll be able to look at and change different things as they see fit. Now, one thing to note is the login and the URL and the colors and the logo are all white labeled. But because Stammer AI was built from the ground up as a white label platform, we even have things like our API. So the API is fully white labeled as well. So if I'm a client and I go into the API here and I look to integrate this API with some third-party platform, even the API endpoints are going to be white labeled. And this is very key, especially with the ability to connect Stammer and AI chat agents to basically any third-party system. A lot of agencies and a lot of clients are using things like Go High Level, which we have a app for. So that is a little bit separate, but you can use the white label API to connect to things like N8N or Make.com. A lot of these other AI automation tools that are out there in the market that are extremely popular. A lot of people will use the white label API to integrate directly into those platforms. So once you've got everything white labeled with your custom branding, your domain, and setting up your first client sub-accounts, you can start to interact with the two main pieces of functionality that we have on our platform, which is the AI chat and the AI voice agents. And they're basically, they're very similar in terms of functionality, but obviously the AI chat agents are text-based communication AI agents. So inside of the chat agents dashboard here, you can see an example of what a chat AI agent will look like when it's embedded on a website. You have the ability to embed these AI agents basically anywhere. One of the main examples and use cases is, of course, embedding it on a website. But if you go into the edit section for an AI chat agent, you can integrate it basically with anything, whether that's a native integration with Meta, which is Facebook, WhatsApp, or Instagram, or you can embed this on a website, or you can set it up using, again, the API that will allow you to connect it to other third-party platforms. For the Chat AI agent, it's very simple to get started. The ability to have full control is going to be over the different settings and information that gets added to the knowledge base. So the main two things to note are going to be how you customize the prompt, as well as what information is added into the knowledge base. The prompt is what gives the AI agent its instructions and how it should act and communicate with customers depending on where it's integrated. And then the knowledge base is where it has extended knowledge or information about a specific company. So for example, if you go into the knowledge base, you can add in text or upload files or scrape websites. And all of that information is going to be utilized by the AI agent to have it understand all the information about a business, so it has context and has more awareness on how to answer questions correctly. So the combination of the information in the knowledge base along with customizing the prompt are going to be the two ways that you customize any chat AI agent for any specific business. Now, if you're wondering about how to customize the prompt, we have a ton of free AI agents inside of the marketplace. These are all available for free that you can use to add into your own account, and then you can customize and change any of these as you see fit. A lot of these are for different business niches, which are a really good way to get started, where you can just simply customize some of the information about that specific business. And of course, two of the most important features that these AI chat agents have is to be able to collect lead data and information, as well as being able to schedule appointments. Now, these can be configured and set up in many different ways, but for example, if you're trying to collect the information from a user who's talking to this AI agent, you can tell the system that you want to collect things like their name and their email, and that information can be extracted from the conversation and then can be sent as an email notification or can be sent as a webhook, where you can basically send that data programmatically to another third-party platform. And a lot of people will do this with their CRM, so that way their CRM is constantly updated with information from the chat conversations. Now, of course, there's also scheduling, where you can have the AI agent set up an appointment, where the agent will look at your calendar, and then it will be able to book meetings accordingly to your calendar as it talks back and forth with the end user. There is, of course, custom functions, and this is the last little bit I'll mention on the AI chat agent side. Custom functions extend the functionality of these AI agents to do other things. So for this example with Shopify, we have the ability to get the tracking information of an order based off of the email. So let's say you put this on your Shopify website. The user is typing into the chat saying, hey, I want to know where my order is. And the AI agent will then ask, hey, can you send me your email? And the user will send in their email into the chat. And then the agent will then go and take that information and look at Shopify to then be able to get the tracking information, and then it's going to return that information and have a conversation back with the user about where their package is and when it might be delivered. All the information that would be available inside of the Shopify API. And you can do this with pretty much any third-party platform. We have some pretty crazy examples that have showed us over the years. So this is a way to really extend the power and functionality of your AI chat agents. Now with AI voice agents, it's going to be very similar in terms of customizing and setting everything up. You have the ability to purchase phone numbers through us from United States and Canada. And if you're a country outside of those two countries, then you can integrate your own Twilio account. And the reason that we have to do it this way is because when you register a phone number in a different country, there's going to be some different hoops that you have to jump through in terms of registering the phone number and providing business information about that phone number to Twilio in order for that phone number to be active inside of Twilio. So once you have a phone number, you can then connect it to an AI voice agent, which allows you to then customize things like the prompt and the first sentence, as well as the knowledge base if you see fit. A lot of the times when you're creating an AI voice agent, adding a knowledge base is not necessarily needed because most of the way that a conversation will run is less about information finding and more about taking actions. So think of, again, scheduling meetings or getting information or finding the right person to transfer a phone call to. All of these things are available within the customization of an AI agent. So of course you can customize the prompt and have information in here, as well as giving examples of how a conversation should flow. And the AI agent is going to follow those instructions accordingly. Cool things with the call transfer settings is, or the call settings, is you can set up things like call transfers as well as background audio to make it not seem like the AI agent is just being silent when you're talking, which can be kind of funny and slightly annoying. But all of these settings are available on the per agent basis, as well as being able to, again, upload files, scrape websites, and add information into the knowledge base. So that way the AI agent has more context about what business it's working for. Just like custom functions, we have custom tools where you can use some of our built-in tools like the calendar, Calendly and Cal.com integrations to schedule meetings, as well as be able to set up your own custom tools, which is the same format as custom functions within the AI chat side. Now, once you have a phone number active and it's working and taking phone calls, you can have the system to automatically summarize the phone call, as well as be able to extract lead data and then send all of that information along with any information regarding the call logs. So things like the time of the call, who the call was from, things like that. Right now we have inbound calls enabled. We're currently working on our outbound call functionality. So stay tuned because that's going to be coming up soon. So one of the best parts about Stammer AI is we've built the entire billing and payment infrastructure into the application from day one. So you don't need to worry about how to upsell clients or manage usage charges or manage subscriptions or one-off payments and things like that. Once you have your Stripe account connected, you have the ability to edit what we call subscriptions inside of the SaaS configurator. Now, this is going to give you all of the power and control over how you want to structure different packages and sell different subscriptions and pricing to different clients. So if you go into any plan here, you have the ability to customize the name, look, and feel of the different subscription packages. You can also then control the pricing and how you want to set up potentially recurring monthly payments, or you could set up yearly or quarterly payments. You can have one-time payments. And then you can also control the permissions of what people see when they sign up via this specific plan, as well as being able to control if you want people to have a free trial or a credit card free trial. There's all the different ways that you want to run your different subscription packages. You can do so and have full control over that. When you get into the AI chat and AI voice side of things, you can opt to have both enabled or one or the other. And let's say you want to have AI chat enabled, you can show how many AI agents that you want to give customers right off the bat, as well as be able to control the markup percentage that you make on every single message that your clients use, depending on whatever AI model that they're using. And this is to help you understand and make it super easy to where you know that you're always going to make profit on the markup percentage of cost per messages. Now, the way that this works is when a customer signs up to your white label version of the platform, they're going to have a wallet balance. And this wallet balance is going to be used for things like sending messages. So for example, let's say I have $2,000 of my wallet balance here, and I go in and I select I want to use GPT-4o Mini as the model to send messages. Each of those messages are going to cost me 0.0007 cents per message. So I'm going to see this value be deducted from my wallet balance. At the same time, the customer price is going to be 0.0014 cents per message. So I'm making a profit, a small profit, that being said, but a profit nonetheless. The client's wallet is going to see a deduction of 0.0014 cents per message. Now, what happens is when the client's wallet goes below zero or goes below a threshold that they set, for example, let's say if they have this threshold set at $10, they will get a notification and their credit card will automatically be recharged to add more balance to the wallet. Now that revenue is going to be sent directly to your Stripe account as new income. Stammer AI does not take any sort of percentage. You get 100% of that revenue, whether it's from your subscriptions, one-time payments, or from recharging of the wallet after the client has been utilizing usage within the platform. And the same thing is going to be done with voice as well. You can set up usage billing where you're marking up how much a phone number costs, how much call cost per minute a phone call is going to take, and the same thing is going to happen. All that is going to be deducted from the client's wallet, and when their wallet again falls below that threshold, you make more revenue. So once you get all of your subscription packages up, you can start selling these immediately to your clients. Now, once you start utilizing the platform, you might have questions about how things work or how to structure your packages. Well, we have a lot of support options for you. Of course, we have our standard documentation and our one-on-one onboarding where you can get custom help to get all this stuff set up. But we also have our daily support calls. This is going to be one of the most powerful things that basically no other company on the market has, where myself, my co-founder Tim, and potentially some of our other team members are on a support call every single day from 11:30 a.m. to 12 p.m. PST, so Los Angeles time, where we will just be on a Zoom call and any of our clients can join these calls and ask questions and get immediate help to answer their questions. So you don't have to worry about submitting a support ticket and then waiting a few hours. You can get immediate answers on these support calls. We also have a public Discord and a ton of YouTube tutorials, which are super, super useful. So definitely check these out. You can find all of this information inside of the dashboard under the support tab, or you can go to Stammer AI/support, which will give you all of the links to all of these options within our website as well. So once you figure out that Stammer AI is going to be a good fit for you and your agency, the next steps are going to be to get started with a free trial account. That's going to be the way that you can start testing this out for free, and you have full capability to start white labeling it, to start creating custom subscription packages. You can set up basically everything under the free trial. And it's funny because we've actually had people start their free trial and be able to sell their first customer and make new revenue from that first customer while they are still on the free trial, which is pretty wild. So you have the full ability to make money without having to pay for Stammer upfront. Once you get started with your free trial, like I mentioned just previously, you'll get access to the one-on-one onboarding call where our team will help walk you through things like connecting your custom domain and connecting your Stripe account and making sure that you understand how to create your subscription packages. That way you can start selling these AI agents to your customers as quickly as possible. So take a look. If you guys have any questions, again, feel free to join our daily support calls. And yeah, hope to see you guys soon. Thanks very much.